Mission Control, the space pod has landed.
Okay, Owen, Mamba, how you doing, sir?
Well, welcome to the S1000RR. I hope you have a great ride. Hope your safety nets are on. You've got full power. Snowcat didn't have as much power as you do. The throttle's on the right.
Oh.
Sorry.
Awesome, thank you. Today we are looking at the 2015 BMW S1000RR. This thing is pretty sexy. I love the red and white, actually. It's got a very Japanese look to it. First sit. It's a little tall. It's a little hard for me to get the kickstand up on my own. Woo! The engagement point's right at the end of the travel, which is already crazy to me. All right, there's Mike on his BMW. Woo! Shit, the engagement point is really, really too far out. It's really hard to ride because of that reason. This is meant for someone with super long fingers, which I do not have. Bike feels pretty comfortable once I'm up. So the good thing is that's easily fixed. I can adjust the clutch so that the bite point is much closer in instead of way the fuck out past the length of my fingers, which is really difficult. Handling wise, it feels pretty good. I do like it. Are quite good. Okay, I'm kind of used to the clutch now. It's still a load of crap how far out it is, but oh yeah, this is populated by cops. Let's take it easy here. It's a great bike, I can tell that. I do find it to be pretty comfortable once I'm up and riding. It's really, really fucking tall. It's kind of tall, not quite R1 tall, but thankfully it's pretty easy to hop up like a freaking gymnast and throw up the kickstand and then put my foot back down without ever touching down on the right side. I mean, that's how tall it is. So if you're 5'3", 29-inch inseam, brakes are awesome by the way, then know that this bike is pretty tall. I don't like how little control I have over the clutch though, being so far out. That really does make turning difficult because you have to feather the clutch in a turn often to control your takeoff speed, especially on a new bike, a new leader bike like this. So that can really complicate things. When you're a short rider, it's just harder. You actually have to account for that. Once you own a bike though, you can really make it your own. So don't be too put off by height or a clutch that's too far out. You can fix a clutch. that's the high beam control. Oh, that's what that is. I do love the bike though. It's really quite smooth and awesome and a lot of fun. I love the color scheme of the red and white. It's very, very Japanese. I do have a quick shifter, so I should remember that. Got a gear indicator, nice dash there. Okay, let's try the quick shifter. Brakes are really good. Quick shifter. Quick shifter is butter smooth. Do a mini bouquet run because this is a dealer bike and I can't go taking a full bouquet run like I would on a rental. But I can do about 10 miles, so we're going to do a short Bouquet Canyon run. Suspension is quite good, even through the bumpy section. It's so smooth. It does feel like a rocket ship. I don't know, man. Okay, so currently, my favorite leader bikes right now are this bike, 2015 BMW S1000RR, versus the 2016 Kawasaki ZX10R. And, oh man, this bike is so comfortable. For how weird the clutch is, it's not all that stretched out. It's quite comfortable for my 5'3" frame. I'm gonna pass this guy, but I want to do it safely. Nothing like getting stuck behind a cement truck or whatever you call it. Good passing power, as one might expect. The shifting, the fueling is just butter smooth. Handling feels pretty good. You can tell it's a leader bike, but it's not far off from a 600 Super Sport. Way more at home on this than I did the R1. I know the R1's a good bike, I just did not like it. I like a very smooth bike like this. I gotta say, I think I like this more than the ZX10R. And I do love the ZX10R. I think this is a little bit more comfortable. Throttle response is so good. It's like telepathic. love you. So Snowcat, I heard about your exploits, buddy, and I love your channel, man. You are funny. And that clutch. Oh man, that power. Whew. Now Mike, my friend Mike here, is on a 2015, same bike, 2015 BMW S1000RR. The thing is just so butter smooth. Suspension is awesome. So it's got a really short reach to the bars, which I like. So if you're 5'3", my size, proportional arms, you're gonna be just fine on this thing. The power delivery, I think that's what I gotta rave the most about. And if you heard me, I got a little quiet because I was just enjoying myself. The pegs are high, but not uncomfortable. They're sportingly high, as you would expect. The ride is super comfortable. It just feels like you have people helping you. It's a bizarre feeling from the 300, where it's just the bike. There's no ABS even, to this thing where you have all kinds of rider aids and they're all working with a super fast computer, making tiny little adjustments to help you out if need be. And that's pretty awesome. It's a gorgeous bike, it really is. I can see why Laura Kraft likes her, and Riding with Tom likes his, and why Mike likes his. I'm gonna slow down because I'm waiting for Mike to catch up. Mike got stuck behind a car, so I don't want to race off. Still back there, okay. No worries. Tank is great, man. Very easy to grip. Now remember, you have a flash to pass switch. Of course in Germany you're going to have one of those, because in Germany if you flash, that means you want to pass, right? So that means the slow ass in the left lane has to pull over, and they should already have pulled out of that lane before you get to them, right? That's the right way to do it. But in Germany, failing to yield to faster traffic is a big no-no. or a big 99. You should always yield to faster traffic. Don't try to be a traffic cop. There he is. Okay, cool. See, I'm sort of trying to pack in a lot of riding into a small space, 10 miles, you know. So I'm kind of more aggressive than I maybe otherwise would be, maybe. Although it's part of it is because I love the bike and I feel so good on it, and it's, you know, I want to experience that rush. Oh, this bike is beautiful. It's just beautiful is the only way to describe it. It's got power, but it's got restraint, it's got elegance, it's got physical beauty. It performs like it likes you, which is, you know, important. It's like a beautiful girlfriend who's also faithful and loyal and loves you and cuddles with you and makes you a sandwich once in a while. And, you know, you do the world for her, but it's not a beautiful bitch, which, you know, nobody likes them. It's just, it's such a nice, it's a beautiful bike. You really, put it this way, do not buy a bike until you ride it, and do not buy a leader bike until you ride this bike. That's all I'm going to say. Just don't buy a leader bike until you ride the 2015 or higher, or more recent I should say, BMW S1000RR. Just don't do it. And because you really do not know what you're missing unless you know what you're missing. Oh shit, that's a bad driver right there. I'm definitely not a truck. Maybe he took a shortcut. Or just a different route. Oh, fuck, it's tall. See, I go to put a foot down, and I'm like, well, there's no ground yet until I put a toe down, and then the bike's starting to lean over. So, on this bike, I personally, 5'3", 29-inch inseam, I have to get my butt just a little over to the left in order to effect a touchdown on terra firma, on asphalt. And that combined with a fucking crazy-ass clutch makes it difficult because, you know, the engagement point is past my fingers. Welcome to my world, ladies and gentlemen. Short people problems, hashtag. Yeah, see, the clutch is past my finger length, so I gotta be very careful in turns as I'm releasing the clutch. But, you know, like I said, I would fix that if this was my bike. I'd fix it in a heartbeat. Can't fix it right now, so I just have to adapt my riding. You know, height is something you can get used to in a bike. Once that's your new normal, you will just get used to it. And you can always sneak up on resolutions. You can shave the seat, although I don't know if I'd recommend that on a BMW seat, but it's an option. Lowering a bike should be your last resort. Fuck that clutch. Oh, still not past the bite point, and I'm like almost out of finger. I'm out of knuckle to grip. That's the problem with that. That's actually my biggest complaint, not the height, so much as the stupid ass clutch. It's a lot like the Ninja 300 was when I first rode it, which is why I hated it so much. And that really fucks up your life on cornering or low-speed turns. You know, when you're underway, you can always kind of dump it a little bit, but it's not too bad. Alright, Mike, so Mike is a 2015 BMW S1000RR owner. and he saw me try the BMW S1000RR for the first time, and holy crap, dude, beautiful.
There's nothing like a pair of double R's cruising down the canyon.
True.
It's like being fighter pilots.
Dude, I described it as beautiful. It's like a model girlfriend who loves you, is loyal, will make you an occasional sandwich, and of course you'll do the world for her. But it's, you know, it feels like you have a lot of things helping you, all the rider aids, which are very subtle and transparent.
They are.
Or more transparent, but they're there if you need them. The fueling is just beautiful. It's perfect. The power is smooth, but it's there.
It's a very confidence-inspiring
Yes.
ride.
Did you notice I rode a little faster than normal?
You were fast, yeah.
Yeah, I just felt so good on it, you know, and on the R1, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
I just felt terrible on it, so I didn't ride
I
that
only
quick.
wish we could have hit the rest of the twisting.
I know, believe me. And I might rent the bike now,
Yeah.
now that I know what it's
You
like.
should, you should.
I think now it's worth a rental.
You can adjust the clutch lever to add more play.
Right.
And then that'll help move the friction zone a little closer
If
in.
it were my bike, I would do that ASAP.
But that's actually factory spec.
Yeah,
That's
factory
the
spec
factory
is,
spec disc
it's
difference.
tough on these small hands.
It's
So,
hard on
otherwise,
anybody,
guys, Mike, thanks for everything,
bet,
for
man.
setting it up. Appreciate it. Guys, hope you enjoyed that, and Space Pod out.